It's one of the most beautiful spots on A1A, with one of the most brutal names. Fort Matanzas, meaning slaughters, is these days touted for its peaceful surroundings.
We have a great shoreline here, devoid of condominiums and so forth, so you can see what Florida was really like back before all the development took place. The park is about 300 acres. We include beach area as well as the river system and salt marshes.
14 miles south of historic St. Augustine, the Visitor Center is nestled in a coastal hammock surrounded by ancient sand dunes.
You can also take a walk on our nature trail. We have a boardwalk for the entire distance.
A visitor favorite, the Atlantic bottlenose dolphin, can often be spotted from the free ferry ride across the inlet. It provides pristine views of the area and a visit to the fort. While Fort Matanzas scores high with nature lovers, some would say it's the historical tour that sells the place. The park rangers here are right out of the history books. They dress the part and they tell great stories.
It was the original site of a series of massacres known as the Matanzas. It's a beautiful river with an awful name.
It was here in 1565 that French soldiers were, as the name says, slaughtered by the Spanish in attempts to protect their new land. This picturesque inlet tells the story of Florida's rich cultural upbringing.
The fort here is a reminder that America did not start in 1776.
The fort was built by the Spanish in 1742 and changed hands to the British, but its purpose was always the same: to stop enemy attacks on the backside of St. Augustine.
They try and come into the river that surrounds us. Once this fort was built, no attempt was ever made by an enemy to attack from this direction.
Located on what's been dubbed Rattlesnake Island, you can glimpse what life was like for early soldiers serving here, and even climb to the fort's outlook for a breathtaking view. From here, you can scout out your next activity, take a stroll around the inlet, go paddleboarding, or say hello to the Atlantic Ocean just across A1A. To wrap it all up, grab a seat and down a plate of fresh seafood at the Matanzas Inlet restaurant, an old tackle shop turned open-air watering hole that's been attracting locals and visitors alike for more than 20 years. My favorite, a bucket of steamed oysters enjoyed at sunset. Sharing the best of A1A, I'm Janice Jones for Visit Florida.